Yep. Let me cut my hair. Much better. Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. For this, be going over a box showcase because I haven't done one in like 2 months. For both Global and JP to go over what's in my box right now. We're going to be going for the next month or two, progressing towards 6-month anniversary, and exactly what I'm going to be doing on JP, progressing going forward, and big milestone that I hit and on JP as well. So, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. First video in a while, just me and you, YouTube. It's awkward. No Twitch chat. At least we get the waifus. So global box CC right now, I'm about 2.1 million total box CC. I have maxed out 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. I have a total of 35 80s, it looks like, and then a bunch of characters that I've been working on in between. So these are the total. These are all the 80s that I have done on my account as of right now. And we're gonna go down here. This is what I've been working on for all the other characters. I got 75s for all these and 60s, and I've UR'd every single character in my box except for these 6. And of course, not really feeling like actually URing any of these actually right now. What I'm gonna be focusing on most is characters for Reverse Stages and Reverse Stages Season 2. None of these characters I need to focus on for Reverse Season 2. Maybe Taizu. I gotta double check on if I have to use them or not. But I do know I have to focus on a lot of these other characters for Reverse Station 2. Probably level up like Hendrickson, Arden, etc. Get those all done. So let's go ahead and go into equipment. I really don't have a lot of equipment on my my side characters right now. I probably get up to like 2.53 million boxes if I did, but we'll just go with that. For gear sets, we got my big gear set right here. This is my Escanor gear set. If you can kind of see it, it actually says it right down here. It's got a big amount of attack. I actually haven't even rolled the defense or resistance off of this because I figured I'd focus all my anvils on HP and attack for a lot of my gear sets, and I just figured resistance and defense mixture is not going to hurt me too much, and it really hasn't. I've been able to do everything in the game every single week. I've been able to hit top 100 a few times, so I mean it's fine with me. This right here is my my UR set for a specific character that will have a showcase at some point soon. Why would you do this, Sekapoko? I went for an HP and defense set for my Mikasa. It's got 13% rolls right now. It's pretty good. It's a 14.3% range. It's pretty good. Of course, you got the crappy earring and then okay orb. So that one I just finished building out. I was like, okay. So I'm working out multiple HP def seer sets now. I'm just kind of try out different things. I put on a belt as well as orb for UR for my Lilia. And then the rest of her gear set is kind of in the open just because I know that like I can play around with it and get a lot of different things. My Lilia has a 20%, almost 21% rolled Pierce bracer with a 2.9% attack rolled on there. And then the same thing over here with a 22.8. I ended up getting some really decent luck on my Lilia for bracer and rings, so I just ended up keeping it. And then as far as the last roll goals, I figured I'd just like keep it on attack just because it's such a high attack roll. And it really hasn't matter too much. I mean, if it gets to a point where it did matter, I mean, I would change it. For my king has a 12.6% bracer. He's got a defense and resistance. You can see the theme here, as I usually have a defense resistance. He's got a really good belt of 14%. His ring's kind of crappy. I got to work that on that a little bit more. I got another crappy earring, and then of course a very good orb. For king, I wanted to make sure that I had the most on him as I could. Going down a little bit here, so I started working on a bunch of different gear sets. As you can see, I actually have a lot of different gear sets just pre-built out. This one has a belt. I don't know where I put it though. And then Jillian, I started working on a set for her, and then just started building out the sets. What you'll notice on these sets is that they really don't have a lot of rolls. I actually just started upgrading them because maybe I get lucky, maybe I don't get lucky on the initial rolls. If I end up getting some really high rolls, I might roll that piece, etc. And that's what I've been doing. This one right here is just a crit damage bracer that I had initially for my Jericho. I'm probably going to give this back to my Jericho and then move over like this crit damage stuff from Levi, move that over, or potentially just move this whole crit damage set over to Jericho. I don't know. What we did figure out is that there's a mixture of a 10% mixture of attack and and crit damage is the best way to go for max damage, but it really depends on UR gear or no UR gear, and like there's actually an attack threshold, and that's what's gonna happen for the next skill boss. So I started working on a crit damage set for that. I'm not probably not gonna go for like the biggest damage in the world. I'm just gonna go for whatever I can, and then I get this crappy rare ring. I might go with an attack ring or might mix and match. We'll see. For melee, I just made a whole random Pierce set for him, and as you can see, I just don't care. I really just don't care on my farming team if he has good stuff. I have a good ring on him though, so he has like mostly Pierce, but it's a farming team, so I don't really care. Over here on Grimoire, I started working on another set, and then we got some other sets that are pre-built out, and you can see a lot of my common gears like moved around to a lot of different characters. I do have some really built gear sets, and this one is the one I am working on right here for this Lizhawk. I probably will finish out the gear. You can see that's a really bad rolled ring and really bad rolled stuff over here. And I do have some really well built out stuff, so like this Merlin one is okay rolled. It's got a decent HP roll on it. Got this. And this is basically what I use for my main support teams. Like if I want to use an attack support team. Over here, I got Aaron with like a 10% attack set right here. I think this one is just a random set for another supporting character. It's definitely not my main set. It's just one of those supporting sets. These characters, like when I build out like a random gear set, what I'll do is I'll give it to a character that I need to use for dailies, or like a character I'm not really using that often, and just randomly move it around. For like the bigger gear sets, I end up moving like good stuff onto them for like characters I'm using at the time. This one is just a really crappily rolled HP set that I started working on because I needed an HP set just to build out in general. So this Jericho here, she has like another one of my good sets. I think this is the one for Valenti. Yeah, this is my Valenti gear set right here from the Jericho because it has high resistance. It's an attack and defense set for Valenti. Why attack and defense? Well, when you're in Valenti, you're already tanky enough, and if you go for before you are Escanor, this is working really well, and then after you are Escanor, I might go to an HP def set just because she'll take less damage. But most people don't focus Valenti, they focus like the other units on the team, so I don't know if I will. You are Escanor is more of the bane, whether it's green or red, of that team, so you have to bring it down quick enough, and I'm gonna have to go for like a UR set on Valenti just to either survive or do damage, and just to be comparable. So that's mainly what's going on. For my Hauser, he's got this really crappy Pierce set on right now, and I use him for support, so I did give him some decent HP rolls, not like great, but like decent. So I use him for support on some teams. I really don't like moving gear around, so I ended up just like moving a lot of stuff. So this is another set right here. This is my second good attack set right here. I've only built out like 2 good sets or 3 good sets. Like my main team sets usually have really good rolls. You can see here that the King rolls were pretty decent. This Mikasa set for HP def was pretty decent. This Escanor set was really good. And then down here is this another set. This is usually what I use for whatever last character on the team, or if I'm using a Lily, I use her set, whatever. So if I'm in geared PvP, I typically end up using a team that just gets a bunch of different pluses and minuses that I like, and whatever the best team composition is, I just end up using whatever I feel like is best for that unit. As far as other resources go, I have, you can see 118 million gold. I'm stocked up on chalices. I don't really have any horns, wings, and ears right now because I'm waiting on Hell Demons, and I really don't want to farm out any demons at all, really, till Hell Demons. I'm kind of just saving stamina potions, saving just time, effort, like all that stuff. I do have some hammers stocked up for the next hammer event. I'm going to start saving gold for the half-year anniversary when they might have both. I've got enough for UR sets and stuff like that. I got enough for chalices. I have enough to 6-star pretty much every single character I want that comes out. I saved up all my part 2 tickets, goddess tickets over here. I got some human tickets I'm probably gonna burn today. I saved these selector tickets because in case I need gear sets. Randomly, I'll just use one of these in case I need a gear set. They can't do the crit damage set, unfortunately, but like if I need a random piece, and I just like I'll do it a couple times just to like oh, I randomly need that piece. So I'll use it just for that. For the core characters for ultimate levels, my Valenti right now is at 4-6 ulti still because we haven't had an OC banner since her last heyday. Escanor is rocking 3-6. Blue Lily is at 4-6. My blue Matrona Deanne is at 4-6 too. I'm trying to get her up higher because she's my supporting unit for King. Maxed out blue Lizhawk. Maxed out green and red Lizhawk, of course. Blue Demon Melee still at 1-6. Arthur's maxed, of course. Other Arthur's maxed. Billions, maybe. I maxed out my Green Merlin as well. Green Merlin is fully maxed out. My Hellbrum is at 5.6. I'm just gonna max him out right now, actually. I might as well just be done with him, right? Just be done with him forever. Screw it. I have a 6.6 Hellbrum. Yay! Do I use him very often? Not really. Got 6.6 Jericho. That's red Grimoire. We got a 6.6 Hauser. I have a 6 out of 6 Gother. Green King's 1.6, and my Blue King is 5 out of 6 Ultimate. Buy him on the next discount. My Blue Deanne is a 5 out of 6 Ultimate. My red Nunchuck Bond is at 1.6, but I'm saving coins right now. If I randomly end up getting a bunch of coins, I'll just max him out instead of maxing out Coin Shop, the green Coin Shop Bond, because it'd be way cheaper. This red Nunchuck Bond and green Nunchuck Bond are the same unit, essentially. Red Nunchuck Bond, I believe, has the highest attack value, too. So if you wanted to give the character as the Bond that has the most attack value, the red's the best one. So I figure I'll give him the all the coins if I actually end up getting him. Green Liz, never do it. I have a 2.6 Rimuru. News to me. Red Maternity Deanne, I haven't focused on yet because I'm focusing on the blue and I end up getting 4 copies. My Red Demon Meliodas, I ended up getting copies of him on the Coin Shop banner, so I ended up feeding those right away. Blue Slater still 1.6. Blue Merlin, I haven't gotten any dupes of her yet. Red Merlin, I ended up getting a couple dupes and I ended up selling them. So I kind of regret getting rid of her dupes because I do kind of want to build her out on global. And I kind of want to go for an HP Def Red Merlin just for fun. Gila, I haven't really worked on at all. Same with Red Gale Thunder. Oh, that was Red King. Green King, I have 2 dupes. I'm probably not going to feed him. Green Meliodas, I'm holding on to these dupes. If I get 2 more dupes for him, I will definitely feed all of them to max him out. Why would I feed out Green Meliodas? Well, full counter, so why not? For a, just for everyone to know on global, the reason I have a UR gear set from Mikasa is because, chat on the very last day of the AOT banner said, hey Seka, you should do pulls for the AOT banner. And I hadn't even finished out the first rotation, so we got donations in and ended up doing pulls for Mikasa. And in about 300 diamonds, I ended up pulling 3 dupes of Mikasa, which 2 of them were in pulls. One of them was the guaranteed for an AOT unit. So I now have a 4.6 Mikasa. So yay. Yes, I have 3.6 Death Pierce. Pog, let's go, baby. See, I didn't even know all that. All right, but that's pretty much it I got for global. Let's go to JP. All right, so this is where I'm at on JP right now. You can see I have a frick load of super ranking characters because it'll be quailing. I do have a way larger amount of 80s here going toward 4 million box EC, and you go all the way down here. So I almost have like most of the characters done for 80. And you can see there's still like about what's left on global or more. For all the characters I need left to 80. So it looks like the pace of the game actually keeps up with the amount of like SR pendants, SSR pendants, etc. over time. And I believe global gets a lot more SR and SSR pendants, because what really holds me back over here is not so much like demon materials, it's more so it's more so just like the medals themselves. Like I don't have as many medals on JP as I do on global. You can see I have a ridiculous amount of demon masses, so that's not even holding me back at this point. Just basically that. I'm always running out of anvils, so I always try to get as many as I can. I burn like almost 1,000 a week on anvils, so that's a little tricky. Going down, I have like all the mats, of course, just built out. I do have a couple redstones left now. A few hundred of these. Wine food on the stuff here. I actually have a part 2 ticket. News to me. I'm waiting for a salvage event right now on JP. I don't think we've had one since anniversary. Just so you know, these are the new 3v3 PvP mode boxes. You get good stuff out of them. So this is what you get out of them. I see SSR pendants, hammers, and these. And then like the total reward list gives like purple stones, hammers, all this stuff. So it's pretty good stuff. I mean, you get that daily. So it's pretty nice. And as you can see, I had a bunch of gear sets and a bunch of anvils lying around, and I've actually burned a lot of anvils on a bunch of different things that I shouldn't have. So for gear, this is what I have for the total amount of UR sets right now. I have one on King, one on Gother, one on Merlin, one for Gil Thunder for a while for the Valenti teams. Obviously, do not do this on global. It was worth it at the time because Valenti's meta was over a month long, and this was right here. This was really, really good. On JP, the metas lasted longer than the metas last on global, just because the unit releases were very, very different. Here's LV Melee. This is just a normal Meliodas gear. It's for attack and just attack rolls. You could go for attack and crit damage if you want to. I have defense because I go for the high ranks in there. Crit damage doesn't do as well in the higher ranks because your Meliodas gets destroyed by the other Meliodases. Down here to Lilia, I have like, of course, that Pierce and attack rolled ring where it's like mostly Pierce, and then this one right here, I just couldn't get to any good rolls for Pierce, and I ended up getting attack. So it's just kind of a hybrid build in here because I haven't really used a Pierce team in a while, so I ended up getting more of an attack rolled Lilia. And when I use Lilia, I typically want an attack rolled Lilia versus the Pierce rolled Lilia, and I end up switching out this ring a lot for like a common or rare ring that has Hull Pierce on it anyways most of the time. I got Escanor UR gear, Fraugen UR gear right here, and I'll go over, this will be a different showcase all by itself and what it costs. It's very expensive. This one right here, this is for Derry. I got one for Zeldris, got one for Death Pierce, Valenti, Roxy, Mikasa, Arthur. I believe this one is for, who's this for? I don't know who this is for. I think this is Nunchuck Bond's UR gear. It might be. I want to say this is Nunchuck Bond's UR gear. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is Nunchuck Bond's. These two UR pieces are for Jericho. This was drinking for Guild Boss way before, like around the time that Derry was about to come out. I did this about 2-3 weeks before Derry came out, and I was like, oh crap, after this Derry came out, so this was giant waste. So don't do that. This right here, this is for Easton to UR gear. And then for other gear sets, I ended up building up just random gear set right here for Blue D Melee, just an attack on it. There's a Pierce set. I ended up giving this crit damage set because like I needed pieces for other gear sets. I started working on one for Deanne. This is a very poorly rolled gear set, as you can see, but this one is basically for just association, so it doesn't matter as much. Down here, I started working on another gear set. And this one was just to burn some redstones, and you can see I just get some really good luck on these rolls initially, and I'll probably finish it out later. Using that for a support set right now, and I'm using it just for Jenna, just in general. And then I do have a lot of other gear sets on other characters, and a lot of these are really, really high rolled gear pieces. And anything that's not, I'm gonna move off. And you can see I had to put a lot of gear on a lot of people, and then +5 each and every one of them for 4 million box CC, which you'll see in just a minute. And down here, I ended up getting like these. I have these random pieces built out on certain characters that have like Pierce and attack and crit damage on them. On this one here, I believe is for like Hauser or something. I don't know. Like this, like just have all these random pieces. Here's Hauser's gear set with just a full Pierce rolled set on JP. Going down even further, these are just a lot of the characters. All these open spaces here, this is where SR gear or rare gear was when I was doing this, when I'm leveling up gear. As you can see, I still have some pieces just lined up here that had +5 on the belts and stuff, just so I get 4 million box AC. And there's all the common pieces that I built out from other times past. What's really nice visually is you can tell all these characters that have 4-star super rank and above, whether they're 4-6 or 6-6 or 5-6. Zeldris is 5-6, Meliodas is 5-6, everybody else here is 6-6. Easton is 4-6. This Valenti, I believe, is 5-6. Yeah, the new Valenti is 5-6. I ended up going 5.5 rotations, and I still didn't get both of these maxed. So I got really unlucky on that batter. Red Zeldris is at 3-6. I ended up getting 2 dupes on his banner. Droll is at 2-6. Alaska, I think, is at 3-6. Meliodas obviously 6-6 from the showcase. Red Escanor is 6-6. I just haven't focused on them. There's a couple other characters that I just haven't had a chance to focus on yet. Nunchuck Bond, I think, is still 1-6. Jericho obviously 6-6, and there's a bunch of other characters. My Red King, I ended up, like, over time, I got a lot of dupes in him, and I ended up getting him 4-6 right now. You end up getting a lot of dupes, but eventually, since Blue Meliodas' meta does end, you end up stopping with this. He's kind of had a semi-resurgence now on JP, but what are you gonna do? Down here, the rest of these units I haven't really got any dupes or any luck on in general, or I just haven't used them as used on them at all. Yeah, and if you don't know why Blue Fraugen level 1, you should probably do some research on JP. So, to attain this 4 million box CC, we are now 5,000 away. I have put gear on every single character in my box. That what I've done is what I'm gonna do here. I have taken the gear and I have increased the level of each belt, orb, and Bracer to +5. And I did all of them manually. First off, just think about that. Oh my god, Seka, no macro? Monka S! There's over 150, I think it's 140 units I had to do this on. Something ridiculous. It was a ridiculous amount of units. I don't remember how many units, but it was a lot. However many units are in the game, -3. That's how many I did. And I spent 75 million gold, going from 3,830,000 box CC all the way up to the magical number, which I'm at now, which is 3,990. Fucking really close. I'm 5,000 away. 995, I think it is. So, what did it cost, Sekapoko? Everything. I'm also about to do something that I hope none of you ever do. Do something to show you the cost. Feel the pain with me. Feel the pain with me. Just let it happen fast. Get it over quick. Get it over quick. Get it over quick, Seka. Get it over quick. It hurts. It hurts. No, no, no. Oh, God. Seka, no. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. Oh, God. So I've been doing shit like that for the last few thousand. It hurts because I just don't have any other way of getting the resources. That hurt a lot. Some of the other characters we're gonna give ultimate levels to. Blue SSR Jericho, because why not? She's fun. Maybe it'll work. We'll see. It's still a good unit. Oh, rip platinum coins. Just, oh god, rip platinum coins. There's only 2 more, Seka. There's only 2 more. You only have to do 2 more, Seka. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, Seka. You only have to do 2 more. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Still not gonna buy Droll. Who do we got left? Matrona, okay. We can do Matrona. We can do Matrona. We can do Matrona. We can do Matrona. Do Matrona. It's Artros. Matrona and Zartros. We'll just do 2. Oh god, that hurt. It's finally over. We've done it, boys. 4 million box CC. 12% HP bonus. It hurts so bad. My name's Sekapoko. Hope you guys enjoyed this very painful video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Ah, that hurt so bad.